Is Thailand worth it in 2025, or is it just a hassle? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, 30 years ago, moving to Thailand was pretty much effortless. Jump on the jet, you got a bag or two, whatever you got, you get off the plane and that's it. You're good. You could land in Bangkok with a couple $1,000 in your pocket. I know, because I did it. You can get a room for cheap, find work if you needed it, and figure things out as you went. Immigration was lenient, banking was simple, and you could stretch your money for quite a bit farther than now. Now, if you fast forward to today, Thailand is still very beautiful. Yes, it is. It's still full of opportunities for a good life, but the playing field has changed. There's more paperwork. More proof of funds are required, more hoops to jump through for visas, banking, driver's license, and even buying a SIM card in some cases. Now, I haven't had that problem, but I've had my SIM card and I had my number for years. The only change that I made was I got an eSIM instead of a regular SIM card, but I've had my same phone number for years and years and years. But prices in the main expat hubs have risen. The government is pushing for the high-value tourists, and long-stay foreigners are facing rules that did not exist before. That doesn't mean that the dream is dead, but it does mean that the days of casually deciding to give Thailand a try without a solid plan are over. The reality is, if you want to live here now, you need to be better prepared financially, legally, and mentally. And that's what we're going to talk about today, what's actually changed and how it affects you, and whether moving to Thailand in 2025 is still worth it, or it's just one big hassle. Now, I got to say, there are other options. We'll stop right there. I am Scott. In case you don't know, I am an American in Bangkok, American who's been living in Thailand, somewhere in Thailand, for the past 30 plus years. I just want to say, if you like this video, please do me a favor, click like. If you've yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Please do so, and remember to hit the notification bell so you will stay informed of my upcoming videos and live streams. Also, if you'd like to send me a Dear Scott letter, a message, whatever, you need a consultation, please email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. Now, the visa and immigration then versus now. Then it was simple retirement visa rules, easy extensions, and even tourist visa runs were no big deal. Now, requirement visas require 800K in the bank, held for longer periods than before by some banks. There's more scrutiny on the extensions. Tourist visas often require proof of onward travel. I've only had one place that did that. That was in Japan. And I kept showing them that I had a non-immigrant O visa. And they kept saying, no, you have to have round trip. I said, what do I need a round trip? I live there. Finally, they relented, but that was a pain. And that's the only time for me that they've ever asked me, maybe because of the visa, I don't know. But there are now crackdowns on border bounce renewals, the border runs. And new arrivals just can't wing it anymore. It's a little more difficult. You need a long-term plan before you land. Now, as far as the banking and financial access go, back in the day, you could open a Thai bank account in an afternoon with a passport. And I did that. My very first bank account was Thai Military Bank. That's when it was not TTB. Thai Military Bank, down by the Landmark Plaza on the Sukhumvit Road between like Soi 4 and Soi 6. That bank is not there anymore, okay? But I just walked in, didn't speak any Thai at the time. I wasn't living here. Was just visiting. I was on a tourist visa, and I wanted to transfer money over from the United States, money that I had that I wanted to put in the bank. I just wanted it to be there. I didn't want to touch it, whatever. I just wanted to transfer it so that when I went back to Thailand, I had money. Nowadays, many banks require a long-term visa or work permit. Some even charge foreigners, I'm not going to say which bank, just to open accounts. And accounts can be frozen without warning if you don't meet requirements. Mobile banking is tied to mandatory facial recognition. I had a little experience with that. Now, without a proper visa, you may need to rely on your international banking, which can be costly at times and inconvenient. Also, the rising cost in popular areas. Everywhere the price is rising. Inflation is worldwide. But here in Thailand, the prices make things that you purchase not quite cheap anymore. Sometimes they're cheap, but sometimes you're like, wow, that's almost the same price as back home, or that's more expensive than back home. Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya, Chiang Mai, housing, dining, even street food prices are up. I still remember the days of 5 and 10 baht pad thai, 15 baht cow pad, 20 baht with an egg on top. Now you're looking at anywhere from 40 baht minimum, and that's not the norm, but anywhere from about 50 baht to up to, say, 150 baht, depending on your destination, the place that you go to eat. Western groceries are far pricier than they used to be. I know I buy a lot of Western food, and I eat mostly Western because I don't want to eat a lot of Thai food sometimes. And I love Thai food, but it's not as healthy sometimes as I want it to be, so I buy Western food. It's a little more easy to control it, but living outside of the main tourist zones can still be cheap, as I've said numerous times. But you will trade some convenience and services. Now, where I live, it's right on the edge of to where we're almost at the point where it's inconvenient. But guess what? I got the BTS 2 minutes away. The MRT is a quick connection to the BTS, so it's very easy for me to get around. The everyday bureaucracy, there are more rules for driver's licenses, drones, motorbike ownership. Documents often require translation and legalization, and you might deal with inconsistent requirements depending on the province. Man, that is the truth. Inconsistency with immigration, inconsistency with banking, inconsistency with many, many things. You got to get used to that. Thailand's warmth is still here, but some locals see foreigners differently now than in the past. I don't know. I don't have many problems with the locals. I mean, I speak Thai to them. Oh, you speak Thai. Most of them are very nice. The ones that aren't nice, okay. It's just maybe I'm in a taxi or something. The guy didn't say anything. And then guess what? I arrive. I give him a little 5 baht tip. And the guy's like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It just depends. But I don't have problems with the people. But, some of the people in the tourist areas, they don't always like foreigners. The government's high-value tourism push is aimed at wealthier visitors. The COVID era left a lingering stigma for some expats, which is worth knowing before you move. And so, if you ask me, has moving to Thailand become a major hassle? And it really kind of depends on who you are. If you were to ask me, would I move to Thailand now? I would say, you know what? I think I'm going to seriously consider some other locations. I always say Ecuador. I always say Portugal. I don't think I would live in Mexico or Costa Rica, but maybe I would live somewhere in Europe, maybe, Greece or Albania or, I don't know, Romania, something like that, maybe. Somewhere in Europe. I don't know. There are a lot of places you can go. Spain. But if you are broke, trying to escape your problems back home, or you expect easy street in Thailand because you think it's the Thailand of the 90s, well, you're going to feel like you're hitting wall after wall. And visas can be a pain here. Banking might be a nightmare, and your cost of living will almost certainly be a little bit higher than you imagine if you stick to the tourist areas. You got to get out of the tourist areas. Otherwise, everything's going to be a little bit more expensive or a lot more expensive. But if you're financially stable, you're organized and willing to work within the system, Thailand still offers an incredible quality of life for the money, the sun, the food, the culture, the freedom of movement, and plenty of ways to live well without going broke. The big difference is now you can't just show up and figure it out. Most people are not going to get away with that. They're not smart enough. It's just not going to happen. They just can't figure their way through the maze. But you need to know the rules before you land. And, you know, that's a very difficult thing sometimes. You need your finances in place. You need a realistic understanding of what it takes to stay here long term. Visiting and staying are very different. Thailand isn't the easiest country to move to anymore, but it still can reward people who come prepared and ready and who have some money. It's no longer about, can I live here? It's about, am I ready to handle the process of living here? If the answer is yes, then Thailand can be your home, if that's what you want. If not, you may find yourself better off in countries with easier long-term entry, places like the Philippines, Cambodia, or parts of Latin America. The bottom line is the hassle is very real, but so are the rewards if you do it right. If you don't do it right, forget about it. You know, really, you might as well just move on. Go somewhere else. Everybody says, oh, Vietnam, Vietnam's the place to go. Vietnam has a 3-month visa. They don't have a retirement visa. Okay, until they have one, they don't have one. Cambodia is great, but I don't think Cambodia matches up tit for tat with Thailand. I think Thailand has a lot more to offer than Cambodia in many different ways, one being healthcare. You know, listen, different strokes for different folks. If you like Cambodia, I love Cambodia. It's a great place. I just don't know if I could live there. Now, I have a couple of friends that live there, and they love it, and that's great. They like it more than Thailand. So, anyway, that's all I really have. Remember to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you'd like to show your support for the channel, you can do so by joining the VIP section of the channel for as little as $1.99. Just click the join button below the video window. If you want to send me a Dear Scott letter or a message, whatever it may be, or you need a consultation, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. That is all I have. So, until next time, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di lao jakan mai. That is good luck and see you again. Take care. Dule di di.